Okay, just me come to order with state flag. The President's the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I make a motion to approve the minutes.
I'll second.
Visitors. Who wants to talk first? You got anything to be brought up for the meeting?
Yeah, I just wanted to just give a little update on Scoutland, what I'm doing up there. Continue to chip away, work on the trail. I was last year in January, and I appreciate what you did, I think in February, when you started clearing some of the brush in the back. And I know you've been busy since then, so basically my question is, would you guys have any problem if I hired somebody like Cuz to just clean up that area behind there? You know, it's the area where you created the park, tried to create the parking lot back there. You know, I just wanted to, like,
What?
take the brush.
You know, past the cemetery?
Yeah, all the stuff to the right of the cemetery. Just clean it up, make it grass, level. I mean, not level, but, you know, just get rid of all the trees and stuff so that people can see where the trail begins.
No expense to us.
No expense to you.
Okay.
Can't lose.
Sure.
Okay. I just didn't want you guys to freak out if one day you show up and their trucks are behind there doing some stuff, so. Okay.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. Lee and Andy, you got something?
See you later.
Yep.
to talk about?
We just came in case you were going to talk about Mopar Lane tonight, in case you had
Nobody else has showed up?
Okay. I do have the judge's order with me, if you want a copy of that. And, I mean, there's an aerial map back that's 1939. That's the latest one that we could find of the whole road, well, the east. Yeah, the east end of the road. You're holding it upside down. There you go. Yep, there it is. So there's Buchanan Road. It's different because it was straightened. And then there's Mopar Lane all the way out.
Okay. I was down Saturday night and walked up through there.
Pretty clear.
It's clear, but if the road's gonna be opened up, Mr. Barnes's building is sitting right on the road.
Yes.
It is.
I don't know where yours is compared to that, but there's plenty of room to get by your building, but there isn't hers.
No.
Right.
He built his gun shop or whatever right on the road.
On the roadway, huh?
So, I don't know what it's gonna come to, but if she doesn't wanna give Buchanan permission, this is only what I'm saying. If she doesn't wanna give Buchanan permission to get to his landlocked property up her driveway, then we're gonna have to tear that building down and open up the road.
She has to. It's a public road. She has to give in.
Yeah. She won't have a choice.
Yeah.
But if she wants to agree to a few things, then we could vacate some of that. How far up do you own past your shop on the left-hand side?
There's a pin.
Right
That
in the
orange,
middle.
that orange?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right in the middle of the driveway, that's the property pin.
That's
That shoots straight down over to the Minnequa main road.
I saw that. It's an old
Tie rod now.
tie rod down.
I mean, we'd like to see it opened up on that east end all the way, but I mean, if that doesn't happen, we have to do something. Like, it has to be properly vacated, or, you know what I mean? We have to go through the proper procedures either way, because I mean, this is why we're in the situation that we're in. You know, 60 years ago, they would have vacated it, you know.
Right.
Lee and I could have won the lawsuit, because we have blocked it for 35 years, 33 years.
Yeah.
Joe and Suzanne put in a driveway in 92, and we've blocked it since then.
Yep.
And then Doyle decided in 2016 that he owned it, and that's
He
when we
brought
went
me
to
over
court.
a copy of the paperwork where he got the land.
Yeah, that's what that is, yeah.
That's the same thing,
That's
that's the
probably the
judge's
same.
orders, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm kind of find
So-
out, nobody owns it.
And I thought somebody's attorneys or somebody, I thought maybe Caldwell would be here to give us some.
Well, we
advice.
didn't call him because we didn't know what was going on.
Oh,
I think our attorney has
She
spoken
did
to
contact
him.
him on the
Okay.
7th at 11 o'clock, they had a telephone. I don't know what was said, but I got the email saying that they did have a phone conference.
That's basically why we came, is because we figured Mr. Buchanan would be here, et cetera. So
We didn't
just-
know if you guys had
He knows the
questions.
meeting was changed, because I told him.
so.
I didn't hear anything from anybody, so, like, when we talked, I mean, I didn't put it on the agenda because.
Right,
if
and
you-
like I say,
if you came and you could.
I just knew
say
my
whatever.
lawyer was gonna contact your
Right.
guys's, and they did, but I haven't heard anything else either way. So we just figured we'd come and,
Right.
and
Yeah,
not
and I
start a
don't
ruckus,
know,
but just
If
make
you
our
have
presence.
questions,
if you
yeah.
look straight down through there, you can see the building sitting right.
Mhm.
And there's barely room enough to drive a vehicle around the building.
So that was your black pickup up my driveway Sunday.
Yep. I figured you had camera. I knew you weren't home, because you were going to the races, or you said you were going
We
away.
didn't, yeah, we didn't race this weekend, but I did see on the camera.
Yeah, I went up there, and I was gonna go back today and take pictures, so these guys could see whether they
It's
could get down.
From the measurements, I wheeled it off, I walked it after I got the judge's thing, because I'm like, well, I ain't trespassing, because it's
No, it's
public
on the
road.
road.
I wheeled it off from Buchanan Road to Frankie Walczewski, it's about 2,000 feet. We're measuring there.
It's a good ways, isn't it?
Where did it come right by your gas
It
shed?
goes right by my gas shed, well, my driveway is the old road, always has been there, I mean, my great grandparents put that in there back in the 50s. But, Joe Barnes and them guys used to use it as a driveway, but when he built his own driveway in '92, we just started parking equipment there and blocked it off. Nobody wanted to use it. Now all of a
Right.
sudden, Mr. Buchanan feels he's landlocked because he bought that little piece of property.
In
Is that the one,
2019.
is that the one that has the trailer?
Yeah.
on it?
Yeah. And that's addressed to Barnes Lane.
Yeah.
So it's
So
kind of-
what did Buchanan buy?
he bought Evelyn Barnes' old place out there,
0.9
the
acres.
0.9 acres. that
There's a
Evelyn-
trailer up in there, old trailer, nobody
Oh.
lives in it. It's-
But the driveway comes off of Minnequa, Maine,
Yes,
Right.
Barnes Lane, yes.
And
The
that's-
address of that trailer is Barnes Lane. But
So apparently they didn't know that down there in Towanda when they gave
Oh,
them the
they-
address,
they did in the courthouse.
did they?
It came up in
It
court,
came up in court and
that
I
the address
said
was
that,
Barnes Lane.
but
But it all boiled down to, it doesn't matter, because it's township road, it's
Right.
public road. So,
Oh.
really nobody won.
right.
I don't know what the answer is.
Well, if we have to take that back, we'll have to bring it up to our specs. I mean, we'll have to do it.
Right. But her building's gonna have to go.
At least gravel it.
I think if you went up there with a grader and went all the way through, you could probably pull all the sod and everything off and gravel it.
The full length of my property is, as you know, you
Yeah.
guys oil it every year for me and I pay you for the oil and stuff and well, we do a nice job.
200 for Frank and 130 for Lee
gallons or dollars.
gallons.
I never even knew it over up through there.
Yeah. I knew it was an old, road, it's just like that one that went across from Van Dyke Road over to McFadden. We used to ride four-wheeler on them, so we, they were always there. But I
And we
never
vacated,
imagined-
this end of that road. What was the name of that road?
I don't remember.
That was Lloyd Wilcox, right?
Yeah.
We vacated it from his property
Back,
down,
back to Van Dyke.
no, this way,
Oh, yeah, the
to McFadden.
McFadden, yeah.
So technically, it's a public road from Van Dyke Road to
Yep.
Mr. Wilcox.
But the trees across it.
Well, he wanted it opened up enough so he could get back in there.
Right.
And so that's what we did. Now this here, the only thing that's really keeping it from being open all the way is dirt pile. That there looks about where King and Jerry's property.
No, that dirt pile was Joe's rifle range,
Shooting
the
range.
shooting range. That was his backstop for his shooting
Because when
range.
I bought that property, we had it surveyed and they couldn't find the pin, and they figured the pin was underneath that dirt pile. So that would have to be, her building would have to be moved, and in my opinion, her building has gotta go, and that dirt pile, and some trees trimmed, and gravel.
Yeah, I mean, walking out through it, I walk out through it.
Yeah, I walked through to the dirt pile, a little bit past everybody.
Yeah.
Well, at least you could walk through that, but at my property line to Suzanne's, you couldn't even walk through that until he took the brush hog to it a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
They've always kept it clean out through there, and then mysteriously, here we go. Now it wants out through my spot. So,
The simplest solution would be to, for her to let him have access to her
You would think, yeah.
driveway. You know what I mean? Even if we had to go up there, it'd be cheaper for us to go up there and gravel her driveway. And make it so, because it is in bad shape. I mean, where the wheels are, I can't believe she has to drive over to the side because the center of the vehicle must drag on the center of the road, the driveway.
yeah, they want to ride on my shoulder.
And it's like, so then, if we could come to some agreement that way, then try to vacate some, I don't know. I really don't.
I don't know what Buchanan's intentions are. Like I say, he brush hogged out through there and opened up the brush hog, so you can actually get out through it with a tractor and four-wheel drive.
His intentions are to use it, yeah.
His intentions are to use it, but I don't know if his intentions are to gravel it, what he's doing, but our
We don't have any
aspect
reason to use it though. There's nothing out there other than that trailer and that's vacant and ready to fall down. So I don't know. He didn't really say much when he came over. I didn't want to say a whole lot. Well,
Right.
young Doyle doesn't speak to me. Old Doyle
Right.
does, but young Doyle doesn't. He hasn't spoken to me in 5 years. He just wanted me to be aware that you got that land from him. That's all he really said. And he said he did say brush hog.
What's that?
Can you even see this trailer you're talking about from
Not
the
from me.
main road or from your house?
Oh, yeah, you
They're
can have
copies.
that,
The
yeah.
leaves
That's for
on.
you, yeah.
Oh, perfect, thank you.
Probably the leaves off.
Then-
With the leaves off, you can be able to see the trailer, but
Yeah. It's yellow and white trailer. With the leaves off, you can see it.
Yeah, if you look up in there when the leaves are off, you can see, Suzanne's and some of the trailer.
Suzanne's place has not had a whole lot of care either.
No, I
She's
mean,
there by
she's
herself.
by herself there. Her son comes in once in a while, I believe, but with Joe being laid up like he was, you know what I mean? We just kind of let things go.
Passed away, didn't
Joe passed away, what, a couple years ago?
Yeah, it's been, yeah.
And that building that he built, cement block,
Sure is.
I don't know. Well, I guess we better get a hold of Caldwell and see if he talked to their attorneys talking.
They did talk, but like I say,
See
our
what-
attorney never got back to us to see, I don't even know what our attorney said to him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We don't know, so. But, and I agree with Gary, there was no sense in having an attorney here, you know, wasting your guys' money in that aspect until we figure something out.
Something out.
Restroom.
Get through there, then,
Maybe.
Oh, there's sideways to have to.
More time, more space.
Yeah, here's piling of chair legs and table legs.
So Buchanan's had the property or built where they were before you guys had your grandparents or great grandparents built,
Say that
or
again.
who built first? Like your grandparents or?
Mr. Buchanan's property was, what was his stepdad's name, Mark?
Kenny Broman.
Kenny Broman. And Mr. Buchanan inherited it from his stepdad and his mom or whatever.
Okay.
They've been there since before I was born. Buchanan lived there, what, the same year we did, basically. About 89, 88 when Mr. Buchanan showed up there.
That's when I think he.
That was his
bought the
mother.
land and-
Mabel Broman was his mother.
Okay.
The little piece of land you're reading about on there is one that he bought
In 2019.
in 2019 off. It was Evelyn Barnes' old property. It was Joe's
So that's
mom.
young Doyle that bought the trailer
I don't
off
know which
of.
Doyle bought it.
Evelyn, yeah.
How much is out there? You said .9?
0.92.
0.92 acres
Something.
in right smack dab in the middle of an
It's
11
the
acre plot.
donut hole.
And so Suzanne owns 11 acres?
Yes.
Okay.
So why was that like taken out?
Joe sold it to his mom when his mother retired, and she put a house trailer out there, and then Joe took care of her when she was in her old age. When she passed away, instead of Evelyn willing it back to Joe, she willed it to her daughter. And Joe and his sister didn't get along. So, it was, you know, it is what it is.
She sold it to Doyle. That was great.
Something like that.
That was quite to somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should be in front of the
Yeah,
If that was past, if it was vacated past Lynn's house, then who owns the rest of it out through there?
My sister owns the other end. And, well, kind of what I was thinking was, I don't know.
I had the measurements wrote down, I didn't bring them with me, where roughly your sister's property line was from there to Frankie's and measurements and stuff, but I
So you start up your driveway, you own
own,
from Buchanan Road on the left-hand side of your driveway all the way up to that marsh.
up by the burning barrel, or yeah, right in that area, but
You own all that now.
No, just, there's lot 206, 207, and 208. We
Judy.
own the length of 207, which is where the house and Lee's garage, mechanic garage is.
Okay.
Judy and Roger Woodard's old house there, I only own to the center of the driveway on that, and Doyle owns to the center of the driveway.
On the
And
other
then when
side.
it gets up to my garage area and stuff, we own
So that
both sides.
We own both sides now.
We couldn't vacate that end of the road. I don't know, I haven't said anything to Tina and Jerry about it. I didn't know what was gonna happen or what we're gonna do or what's gonna, I don't think they would wanna road up through there, but maybe they do, I don't know.
The main problem, if you vacate it to us, the main problem I'm gonna have, like I asked my lawyer, who's responsible for maintenance? Because I own half the driveway and Mr. Buchanan owns half the driveway.
Well, see, he has to agree to vacate that. Both of you have to agree on.
Right,
So-
but say both of us did agree to vacate it, then it comes down to who's gonna maintain. You know, I own half, he owns half. Is he gonna put half the money when that driveway needs oiled or when, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's where I'm looking at the problem.
And what happens, like, okay, he can't own the half with our house and the garage, because now we own it all. So what happens, because that section's, we own both sides. And then what happens out further when,
It goes back to
It
him
goes
and I
back
owning
to-
half and half.
then it goes to what, Suzanne?
Suzanne.
Owning it all, right?
Yeah.
Owning
At
it
some
all.
point, Suzanne.
Yeah.
So, and then, he has to cross all those tracks to get to his house, to get to that point, it's not his house, 0.9 acres.
Right.
So, I don't understand what, I don't understand what happens then.
It's tough when neighborlies can't be neighborly anymore. I mean, it's tough. It is.
Crazy.
It is absolutely crazy.
Who knows, it could go on for years and years.
It has.
It has.
Since
If you haven't
2016.
noticed the date on that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, get a hold of Caldwell and see if you can find out anything, I guess.
Okay.
See if their lawyers, what they talked about, see if they can come up with something. I don't know, Buchanan's attorneys have got a hold of anybody, I don't.
Who's their attorney?
Gates,
Troy?
Zachary
the
Gates.
commissioner, yes.
Well, he can still practice law if he's a commissioner?
He had
Somewhat.
he had it before he became commissioner, so they let him keep it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but yeah, you're right, he's not supposed to, I guess.
I honestly don't know if Mr. Buchanan is gonna contact a lawyer or anything, because the way that states, it's a public road, and I honestly don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
We just wondered, what's next, because we don't
Well,
want
that's
to
a really good
leave
question.
it. Yeah, we don't really want to leave it and ignore it, because
I
we
wonder-
don't want anybody in the future to go
Go
through
through
this.
what we've gone
we've
through.
been
Almost
going
looks like it
through.
ends up out on Driscoll's property.
It does,
It
looks
comes
like-
out right by Frankie Welch's.
Because Gary traded some land.
You can't tell me that's past Gary's.
Well,
Or
yeah.
not- Yeah, that's past,
It used to come out on the road
Frankie's.
right there, just by Frankie's.
What about those gates, where those
Just
gates?
past the red gates. You used to
Past
be
the
able to
red
walk
gates,
there.
yeah, and then Gary and Joe Barnes traded some property or something.
But, yeah, we used to drag four-wheeler out it all the time when Gary had it and everything.
I mean, it goes the other way too.
It
but-
goes out, but I think that's Gary's property right there, isn't it?
No,
No, this is Minnequa, Maine. This is the old road right here.
Right, but this is Frankie's property.
Yeah, I think that's Frankie, yeah. But it also goes that way too, I mean, it goes out through the swamp, comes out by Mr. Ziegler's house,
Is
is
it
where it comes out.
back of the railroad grade?
Mhm.
Railroad grade next to the,
So was that
next to
part of
Minnequa,
it?
Maine, then this road.
Right, is, yep.
But he's
So-
not having any fit about that part of it.
Who, Mr. Buchanan?
Yeah.
No, he just wanted right away up to our driveway.
Because it's all done and nice and ready to go.
So yeah, legally, I mean, I guess we can trek out through, go out through that swamp and come out on Mr. on the Minnequa Main
On
Road.
the other side too, because it's all public road.
So that's, and it was never vacated either.
No.
None of it was.
None of it was.
And you can see it plain as day at the end of my driveway looking out through there. It goes right out through the middle of Nick Petrowski's property and goes right into Doyle's.
What did you do all them years ago? Just everybody quit driving on it and
Yeah.
I think once people started putting property up there and probably started maintaining it, that the township's like, why should we, you know?
Well, I wonder if that wasn't the main road at one time, and then they put this road.
Did
in.
it go to the second hotel?
Well, yeah, the second hotel's out there. It went past that second hotel, but I'm wondering if it just wasn't a loop road like Van Dyke Road has been.
It could have been.
I know my lawyer was very thorough on looking things up, that's for sure. I mean, you can even see that, as plain as day, that Buchanan Road, how it originally was, now it's straightened.
who owns the railroad track, like from where you park your camper on up through? There's a bunch of different people on the railroad tracks too.
Yeah, we got together and bought from Buchanan Road to McMurray Road, and Joe Barnes and I got together years ago and we subdivided it and sold it off to everybody. You know, like a good neighbor would do in reality.
That's where we got it, got a
Yeah.
quick, clean date or whatever. And
Yeah.
Jim Clark, he bought the other end,
Yeah,
and then Akapora, and we bought it off of him.
yeah. I'm surprised I can blow that low. That shocks me.
So who owns the railroad grade now? On the,
Mullen. Mullen owns it down to Scott Driscoll's, and he owns up to Akapora. Because they were separate deeds. When they had the sale, they sold them, and Mullen bought those two fields on the flat, so he bought the railroad.
Ben one, yeah.
Yeah, Ben.
See, Doyle Buchanan owns from Buchanan Road to North Street.
North Street, yeah.
Mhm. He bought that.
Mr. Whelden should talk to him about putting that into rails and trails to slow that
Yeah,
down. Would be-
Yeah.
Oh, that was all brought up?
Good luck with that.
Yeah.
He's been here about that before.
I remember, did you go to the meeting for that?
No, I just hear.
I went to it, and the lady that was all for it, I said, why don't you, let them walk right across your property? It's people that you don't even know.
Right.
I said, that's not safe. I don't care.
This day and age is not.
No, it's not.
I hate to say that, but
I'm out of
live
it
in it.
now. I don't own any railroad grade, but that kind of flew over the. Is this ours to keep or is it?
Yeah, oh yeah, you can have that.
You want these back?
no,
No.
they're your
Oh,
copies.
okay.
I'll make copies for you guys.
Okay. Let's move on. Road foreman report.
We finally got started on Bragg and up on that end today. The thing, Marks Road and Sealy Road, a couple places here and there we gotta touch up when they get close, but I'm just gonna leave it till then. That and
We'll probably get Suco before PENNDOT.
PENNDOT, I imagine, you know, but I didn't wanna move everything 3 times from over there, but we should finish Graham tomorrow with the cleaning the shoulders off. And then we'll do Bragg from out by the gun club, get that done. Then the big part of Bragg will start after we get all that stuff done. So hopefully by the end of the week maybe, then we can start the worst part of it. Clean the ditches first and dig them out and then see what we get into from there. Hopefully it's not too bad, but we'll find out.
Hasn't been any mud out there.
You can't find mud anywhere.
Not the dust though.
Oh, dust is terrible. I feel bad for some people when you try to sweep it back off. I mean, can scrapes all you can get with a loader.
But when you sweep it, holy cow, you have to stop because you can't even see where you're going lots of times. But we don't have a choice, it's gotta be done. It does. It's gotta be done.
I see, just to change the subject a little, Michelle got a new job,
She did.
Deegan.
Oh, yeah.
Business manager over at one of the
Yeah.
schools over at Mansfield.
That's why she didn't run again.
Okay.
Southern School District.
Okay,
Um,
this garage heaters, I called school overs.
Okay.
And they was gonna check it out and figure out, and I called a week ago today. And Lauren said, George is doing that project, he'll get in contact with you. Haven't heard a word. And S&B, I called in and I said, they don't really have time to go look at it. And so when I called her last Monday, she said, I'll talk to him tomorrow and call you back. Haven't heard nothing. So we're right back to where we were.
What about place order?
You're looking for a heating?
So, yeah, we gotta put a couple.
Did you check Boyer Contractor?
No,
I'm gonna call him.
that's what, well, one of the ones I was thinking of.
Him and Calvin Moore, they do a lot of work.
I know he's her niece, it's his wife.
Yeah, they do good work. I've always had good luck with them.
Yeah.
Base back with ADMA to see if their quote's still good.
Yeah, you can check with them. See what they want.
Okay.
Do the right can, one or the other.
How about you,
I'll check with them.
and then you have all the
I'll
quotes
get
together?
Scoot over again, see if they got anything done on it.
Okay.
New business?
PENNDOT sent a email about that they are doing the bridge replacement on State Route, Southside Road. And they wanted answered some of the questions, whether they wanted to if we want a representative come to the meeting to answer any questions.
When are they gonna do it?
Tomorrow it gets closed, doesn't it?
For how long?
I don't know how long, but I think tomorrow, the signs are all up tonight. And I think tomorrow it's
What
closed.
bridge is it?
It doesn't say. when.
Somewhere, just this, the sign said 3 miles from crossover road, so it's gotta be one of them pipes.
Which way, that way or
That way. It's gotta be one of them pipes just before you get to West Lee Road crossover, I would say. Maybe even around there, the one below
It's
Van
in
Fleet.
Leroy Township, isn't it?
Yeah, that's not even ours. I think it's gonna be the one, I'm not sure, so I shouldn't say, but
So
I
it's
think
not
it's
a
the one
bridge,
right at
it's a
Van
pipe.
Fleet Road. What's that?
Probably, but
Right.
they're gonna be using East Canton Crossroads and Southside.
Hopefully get it done before next week.
Budget resolution?
Yes, need to, put impact funds into the general fund so I can have some monies.
All right.
I'm gonna do it now, so don't forget. So you haven't gotten any gravel from DeCristos yet, correct?
Yeah, we brought 6 loads the other day when we finished the hill.
Okay.
It marks, but I just said to finish up the day, go up, if Jeff don't have nothing, go up and haul down from the quarry, so at least you could have a whole day of work. But we used them to haul the stabilizer on your hill, 2 trucks.
That looks nice.
We still want to, when it gets settled down, but they've spread on it today, so I don't know what it looks like now.
Well, I don't think they hauled a whole lot,
Didn't they?
no.
If it stays as good as it did, if it's the same as what we put up there, he's not gonna hurt it. Because that's still just like it was up above Jay's on that hill.
The problem when they come out of there by the manure pit, when
They turn.
there's 3 wheels on each side, and when they turn, they turn some, but they don't turn enough.
Yeah,
It just tears it up.
Steerable, aren't they?
Yeah.
yeah, but they still only, like Mark said, they only turn, they still skid them around even though they steer. But we'll find out in the morning what it looks like. You don't think they haul very much?
No, well, they were hauling up there across from my dad's on that alfalfa. It's already started to green up. And I called Kim, I go, it's gonna probably kill that alfalfa. So they quit.
You
They
and
were
that?
they went over to Landis's, I think.
Okay, what else we got? Correspondence, huh?
Nothing really.
So if I go to the
any-
equipment show, I have to pay for it.
I'm sorry?
So I say I go to the equipment show without registering, I have to pay for it.
If you do not, if you RSVP and then no
Don't go,
show.
So you're better off just showing up and hope somebody don't show up. Then you'll have something to
Oh,
eat.
But you might want to
they'll
call,
have enough for everybody.
but you might want to call Mary to see
Yeah.
if there is
I'll wait and see. I'll come.
availability. Because RSVP was by the 31st,
Okay.
and she's usually pretty strict about
Mary.
planning. Mary House,
House.
she's the secretary for Richmond Township.
And there's that, who's that other one? Trish. Can't think of her last name.
For COG,
Which township she works for either.
she's the secretary for COG.
No, she and Mary are together from Tioga. Oh, sorry, Woodward girl from South Creek works with them.
I don't know.
They're about the only ones involved in the township. Terry Sheets usually does.
And then a subdivision came in the mail today, so I make a motion to add it to the agenda so we can comment.
Okay. Second.
Mitzi and Jer Martin is doing their little project or whatever on Path Road.
They changed that garage into a house.
Yes. Whatever shed that they have on their
Yeah.
property, and they're putting.
Flyer meetings tomorrow night, and he said he should have contracts ready for us to look at.
So they're just subdividing a little plot in between what they already own. And the only other two correspondence that came that was not on the agenda to note is Chemung Canal changed their rules. Updated disclosure for their accounts, which we only have the Tawanda Creek watershed, $5 in there, and then area agency on aging, requesting donations.
Question, Minnequa Park, did you
Oh,
find out, I know you said it was a minimum,
minimum 25,000
right?
to get a grant.
25,000.
Yeah.
So what do we
Was that
do?
7,000? Was that the price?
7,900.
7,900, okay. We'd have to come up with that. So,
I want more money.
18,000 more. Well, no, not quite.
He's gonna, says he's gonna put stone border around the equipment too. Concrete under the 2 pavilions and stone border around the equipment.
Is that part of the current 7,000? Or is that in addition?
In addition.
So, I don't know.
Well, no, that was including 7,000.
That was including the
Yeah.
7,900.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I don't know what else.
Well, there has to be access to, handicap access to the equipment,
I'm sure,
so,
sidewalks,
sidewalk or
sidewalks
whatever it
to
has
the
to
one
be.
of the pavilions too.
I'd get some prices, see if we can get enough money. Get it off.
But you take somebody in a well, they have that motor scooter, but, somebody in a wheelchair, that's not gonna be very good pushing to get out there and have a picnic.
And, don't they have, like a ramp swing? Like you can drive, or put a wheelchair, lock a wheelchair up on a platform type thing?
Yes.
Look into one of those
Yeah, we
for
could
equipment.
look into one of them.
When do they need to,
I think it's in September, I'm not sure. I'll have to call her back.
Find out.
It's just through, Northern Tier, I think. The girl who does it works for Northern Tier.
okay,
And
cause the grass is all grown up around that playground equipment,
goes up through the mulch.
yeah. I don't know if it would help to spray it,
You kill it for a little bit, I'm
you
sure.
know.
She
I
drained
found
that
out
first time
spraying-
once.
Spraying,
Then you'd have the public complaining because their kids are rolling around
yep,
Mhm.
in pesticide.
and then we spray,
There's pet friendly and kid friendly. It's called spruce.
we
Doesn't really work well, but it's pet friendly.
spray around the fences and it kills the grass, and then all you get them big tall weeds that come up, and then it's worse yet. Yeah, I guess check and see what, we gotta come up with something.
Okay.
We're gonna need some new picnic tables too, probably, cause they're all, legs are all rotted out from sitting on the ground, right on the dirt.
Are you gonna discuss your options at the next meeting
For what?
for like things to do?
Yeah,
Like if the public wanted to come and make suggestions?
Sure.
yeah, I guess. Is this, oh, yeah. This Eric and Caleb Barrett, are they the ones that live next to you?
Well, I don't know if they're there or not. They're there and then they aren't, but they tore that trailer apart.
I see that you can see from one end to the other.
Well,
What
just
was
about all
hauling it
day
out?
now.
Okay.
I think they burned some of it.
I don't know if nobody's registered at school yet, as of yet, because there's not a bus that goes by there. And we've gotta change bus routes around if their kids are gonna live there, are they gonna go to school
Well, I
there?
don't think they realize they're in Canton. They have to register in Canton.
All the other house out there is in Canton, and,
Yeah, she didn't register. She still goes to Troy.
oh, well. Yeah, because
I
we,
told Deanna about it.
yeah, she said you called, so I'm not gonna say any more to them. If they don't register, they go to Troy, they go to Troy, I guess.
Where is this Capuchucks? There's a Canton Troy line, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's going that way.
Yep.
top of the hill.
Yeah, I'm not sure. And then where is it coming your way? Clear down in town, is that all?
Down to,
Benford's.
Benford. Benford.
and they sent Benford kids, when they left home, the Sally and Theron there on the farmhouse, they went to Canton, Sally's down to Canton, that house is in
That one,
little girl,
The house is, but most of their land's in
Yeah.
Canton.
Yeah.
in the barn.
So.
Hmm.
Of course, Theron the third lives up on Ayers Road, and
Right.
all his kids went to Canton.
Yeah.
Well, is there anything else?
Just my change of plans. Instead of going on vacation in October, I am actually going to be going in September, from September 12th to the 24th.
7 to 12 to when?
The 24th.
So we don't need to change the meeting then? Didn't we change the meeting in October?
Yes, because
So you wanna change it back to the first Monday?
Oh. I got 2 meetings I have to go to if it's on the second one.
no, We'll just keep it the way it is, and then that's
What
fine.
day was it? I can't remember.
We changed it to the 13th,
Okay.
October 13th. But yeah, I'm gonna be gone the 12th, and then coming back, well, we'll fly back in on the 23rd, but I'm still gonna be
Okay,
probably jet lagged on the 24th.
so we still have a meeting, second.
Yes.
Hopefully your plane don't clip wings with another plane.
I had one do that now,
Jesus, every day, something on the news.
a little bit.
Really making her feel comfortable.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it, just get on and go.
Still safer than driving.
Yeah, it is.
Anyway, so in the meantime, the payroll will be done for the 12th. The issue would be because the payroll will be needing to be done for the 26th. So it could be either be set up for just everybody to be paid regular whatever, and then anything that's different can be caught up
On the next one.
after, or payroll can be delivered to my house, so I can do it when I get home at whatever hour in the morning on the 23rd.
I would set it up so they get paid on time.
So
That's what I would do.
I do have a little bit of a project that I have been working on, so I can take the laptop so I can still get hours in and have access to email. I'm going to Scotland though, so.
Oh, yeah. Mother going with you?
Must be
I'm
nice.
sorry?
Mother going with you?
No, brother-in-law and Kate. So I'm taking Harry's spot.
Oh,
She did not want to go, so I'm like, you don't want to go? I will go for you. And actually, it's cheaper than our tickets to New Orleans that we were looking at, so.
Brett, have you done any work on Buchanan Road yet for the year?
Just out in front of Colonel Wood's old house, we gravelled that nasty spot out there.
If you do work on that, will you cut that tree down that's covering up my road sign in my driveway? It's growing right
For
over.
Pepsi.
I give you a case of beer. I know if I do it, I know where I'm going with that. Sure. Man.
Yeah, when we get up there, I'll try to.
Quite the barn fire down in Grover.
came back 3 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got all the hay now spread out through the driveway.
I don't know if we'll ever figure out what started it.
There's nothing left to
So they
figure
just
out.
put that hay in the trash this year?
No, some of them.
No.
Yeah.
Said it was in there from last, some of them
Been in
from
there.
last year.
Yeah, the hay didn't burn it.
The
No,
RES,
that would dry hay.
the RES guys weren't in there. And the hay was more than a year old.
The hay was what?
More than a year old.
Oh,
And it was 68 times that they had to go back. They're supposedly cleaning it up today.
Wow.
I mean, they unrolled
It's hard to
the
get
whole
out.
driveway is hay now. They unrolled all the bales in the driveway this morning early.
Remember when Driscoll put that wet hay in down there? It got really hot and it was about ready to catch fire, and the fire company was up there and he had his forks, he had double forks, and he'd go in there and spear them up. By the time he got done, and the forks got so hot they were bent right down, he couldn't even pick up any hay with it.
is that the
Ground shed next
garage?
to Gary's tire shop,
Oh, his tire shop.
next to his tire
next to
shop.
Did Driscoll get that now? He got that bought.
Yeah.
Michelle just texted, $2,036.14 that she has for report that she's collected for July.
No, I guess.
Well,